Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the final path on 8.1.5 that is going to be dress code, scrap wars, crumbling armor, and cosmic fracture. Now, here the defenders will be passively unblockable unless as an attacker you have an armor up on you. And with scrap wars, whenever the attacker is infected with an armor break, the defender gains an armor up. So you need champions that can apply armor breaks on the opponent. And the cosmic champions have a bit of advantage here because whenever they will use light attacks, there's a 50% chance that they will armor break the defender. And crumbling armor, if you don't hit the defender in 6 seconds, you're gonna get armor broken for all of your armors. So the easiest way is to bring cosmic champions. Most easier is to bring already that have armor ups like Angela, like Venom, like Odin. All of these champions work well, but there are some other cool options. You can bring champions with armor up as well, and some other cool options are there that are already unblockable when the fight starts. I'll go through them one by one. So the first fight is going to be against a Punisher, and arguably this is the worst fight in the whole path. Now I am using a Hercules with synergy with Captain America right here. So whenever I will intercept, I will get that strength. I will get an armor up because of the armor break on Punisher 2099. You can use a similar setup. Otherwise, you can bring in Angela. She works well. She starts with an armor up. You can bring in Odin as well. You can use Venom also here because he gets an armor up eventually. If not, one of the better options that I've seen is Colossus with the Omega Red. Now, Colossus is an interesting one for this path because he cannot be armor broken, so he's immune to crumbling armor. And secondly, he gains armors with a parry as well, so it's easier for him to gain armor and also do damage to the opponent. So he's also good. But remember, this fight is the most annoying one, and then there's a Havok on the path. If you get these two fights done, the other two are easy. So make sure you have the right counters for both of these. I would highly suggest you have like a cosmic attacker for this Punisher so you can kill him faster, because if you are a bit late than 6 seconds, the crumbling armor is going to remove all the armors up from you, and then it's going to be a little annoying fight with all the damage. So hopefully this helps you out, and I'll see you on the next fight. Now the next defender is going to be a Havok. Now the whole concept here is that the threat here is going to be him being unblockable and him doing plasma damage. Now you need a champion who has an armor up on him and cannot be armor broken, and you can save yourself from the plasma damage as well. Now all the other champions work, so you can, if you have infamous Iron Man, that can work. He will work great actually because he can convert all of those prowesses into energy vulnerability. So famous Iron Man would be a really cool one here. You can also use somebody like Guillotine 2099 because she has an armor up and she also has power drain, so that will also help keep the plasma from building up on Havok. Angela is also a good one with all of those armor ups. Same goes with the Hercules with Captain America in Infinity War. The more armor breaks you place, the more armor ups you get, and that will protect you from the damage. But my favorite option for here was Colossus with Omega Red because of how tanky Colossus is and how many armor ups he gets and the damage he was able to bring him down faster. You can use other tech champions also that have armor up, so there are plenty of different ones that can be used here. You can even use a Guardian here. Just make sure before you throw an SP2, you throw a heavy attack so there is a still armor up protecting you, so he works as well. So any champion with the armor up will work. The only thing, you will need to play aggressive and keep an eye on the crumbling armor node and don't get armor broken. And that's about it. You should be able to get this done. The only reason I use Colossus here because he is a safer option. Even for 6 seconds, if the AI goes passive on the defender, I don't have to worry about getting armor broken and Havok going unblockable. Now, once you're done with the Punisher and also Havok, the rest are some easy fights on the path. We have a Guillotine 2099, very easy to deal with. Her SP1 just only has power gain, but I like to keep pushing her to an SP2 so she can throw that out, and you can bring in any armor up champion. I would suggest bring a Cosmic so you don't have to worry about her going invisible. You will have to play a little slow. If not, you can bring in also burst champions, but you will really need the armor up. But with Cosmic champions, because of Cosmic Fracture, with light attacks you will get an armor, so you can also bring in somebody like Cosmic Ghost Rider. He will work well also with all the burst damage and light attacks, he will gain armors. So yeah, plenty of different options. I went for Angela. I tend to go usually for the safer options. My goal is not bursting enemies down. My goal is to getting through the path easily and having all the champions up for the boss, so I can save for that. But on hindsight, Cosmic Ghost Rider would also be a really cool option here. Next defender is going to be a Thor Ragnarok. Now this is also a fun one because after 20 hits he gets a big burst of power gain, and he can be pushed to an SP3. So just make sure that you have a special attack ready that you can throw as soon as the power gain starts. That will help you mitigate and stop that. Now you will notice on the counters I've mentioned Shang-Chi as well, and I've also mentioned your Apocalypse as well. Now the reason I've mentioned them, not because they have armors or anything or they interact with the node or something. The reason is even Thor Ragnarok goes unblockable. You can always with Shang-Chi go medium, light, 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 medium into stun, and then you can use the unblockable medium, light, light, medium, and you can continue with that. You can play this fight without getting hit at all. Same goes with Apocalypse. When he has 4 charges, he can stun you. He can stun the opponent. So that can work for you if you play it right. And as always, any Cosmic Champion will work because of the Cosmic Fracture node. You can also bring in a Corvus if you want to use him later. You can get all of your charges here. You can get 1 charge from Guillotine 2099, and you can get 2 charges from Thor Ragnarok, one for Avenger and one for Auto Block. So this can work really well. And you can get the final one on the path from a Nightcrawler that is coming up. So yeah, Core is also a good option for the path. Now next up is going to be a Guardian. Now he is also not a difficult defender. The only thing is going to be his specials, how you need to evade them or you need to block them. It's up to you. Um, I usually go for SP1 evade and I go for an SP2 block. It has 3 beams and I try to evade the first and the second and block the third. So just right there, evade, block, and then evade again. So you can try to mitigate that. Unless you have practice, you can bring him down. Now here the whole thing is, as long as a Guardian is armor broken, he will take full damage. The the armor protects him from a lot of bleed damage, a lot of energy damage, and it gives him a lot of block proficiencies against energy attacks. So make sure to bring in the right champion. I think Silver Surfer will be a really good one here. You can also use Venom Pool if you like here. Venom will work really well. You can eat up the armor and get regen from it. Again, if you want something bursty, if you want something cheesy, you can go for a Hercules. You can also go for a Cosmic Ghost Rider. So there are plenty of different options that you can use. Not really a difficult defender to deal with. Both specials can be evaded or blocked. So again, the first 2 defenders are difficult on this path. The rest are quite easy to deal with. And the final defender before the boss is going to be a Nightcrawler. Now I have brought in a Colossus. Now if I want, I don't need to switch him. I can just do parry and heavy, because in Colossus heavy they cannot evade the second hit. But again, it's better to switch him, so wait for him when he dashes back and then slow play your hits and you can switch him. Once you have him switched, it's a pretty straightforward, easy fight. Both specials can be easily evaded. Nothing too difficult, one of the classic OG defenders in MCOC. Again, here you can also bring in Corvus if you like, and you can get 2 charges if you want to use it off the final boss, depending which side you go. You can bring in Corvus and you can get the 4 charges and you can go on the Wasp boss, so it's up to you guys, but it's a good path to get Corvus charges and get him ramped up by the final boss. And the boss fight is going to be against a Hercules, and that is going to be buff synthesis, make a stand, and aggressive. So he will take less damage. There's a protection upon on him unless he throws a special, unless he is knocked down. Now there are quite a few ways to knock him down, but he's going to be unblockable as well. So uh, every 5 hits you will get unsteady buff on you that will give you uh, immunity to unblockable hit. So steadfast buff will be there. Once you have that, you can parry. But what I like to do, I like to play it no parry style, and he's very aggressive, so it's very easy to intercept. That means more intercepts, that means more feats of strength for Hercules. And then with end of specials, you can easily go ahead and use a heavy attack to knock him down. Look at that damage. The more I play with Hercules on a 5-star, the more I want him as a 6-star. He is really fun to play. Not in every match, otherwise he gets boring, but he's really fun to play in certain matches up where you have to do a lot of intercepts, and it's a very skill-based match. He's fun to play. Now I do die here because the AI on the defender was like a little annoying, so I get clipped. Even after immortality I die, so I bring back my trusty magic and I use the corner intercepts to kill off Hercules. But it was a fun fight. I would still say, if you're doing an easy path completion, I would rather say go for the Wasp boss. She's much more easier, but Hercules is a good fun challenge to have. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it helps you out. All the paths for 8.1.5 and 8.1.6 are on the channel. I'll be going back now to 8.14. Make sure to check the playlist out, it's on the top right corner, and I'll see you at the end of the video. Thank you so much guys for joining in and checking the video out. I hope you really enjoyed it and you found it helpful. If you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video and leave a comment down below. All of that really helps me out a lot and helps me grow the channel. Apart from that guys, if you want to check out more videos, check my 8.1 playlist showing on the top right corner and my latest upload on the left side. And apart from that, I hope you all have an amazing day and I'll see you next time. Bye.